few minutes late. I actually had to drop my stepdaughter off to the airport this morning. Today, of course, is Sunday, January 3rd. And I just wanted to go live and again share with you guys on how to accomplish any goals. I'm going to start doing more lives just because I feel like it's a little bit less scripted. I can kind of talk to you guys face to face. I can see your questions, your comments. I can answer them and I can talk to you real. But again, on my back patio, again, not showing off, but just letting you know it's possible. So I always start off, of course, with the positivity because for 2021, I want to make sure that everyone is accomplishing their goals. And I want to make sure everyone knows that they can and it's possible and it's not difficult, and all these people out here being negative and telling you what you cannot do, stop listening to them. Those people told me the same thing, and look at me sitting by a pool, owning all of these properties, making all of this money. People told me how stupid it was to quit my job, or how dumb it was with all these kids to be on YouTube and sharing your business and telling people your business, and oh, you're saying you're a millionaire, wait till the IRS gets you. You know, just all of the negativity I want to get rid of for 2021. And I want to talk to you guys in just a really real way, in a really informal way, so you could see like this is not made up. This is not just some vacation like, oh, I'm in an Airbnb. I'm in my Airbnb. I own lots of Airbnbs or control them. You don't have to own properties to make money off of them. And this is the stuff that I teach you, and this is the stuff that I live, and this is the things that you can do too with any goal. You can accomplish any goal you want to. And it's not just some motivational speech or some pep talk about, it's the truth. So when it comes to accomplishing goals, I'm going to get right to it. You can first of all, you have to know that you can accomplish any goal, any dream that you want to. And it's not difficult. We are creators. We are created. If whether you believe, it's not going to get religious or anything, but you are God. Okay? Know that. You can have and be and do anything that you want. You can accomplish any goal that you want. And people that have not accomplished their goals telling you that you cannot accomplish your goal is ridiculous. They are ridiculous. You should only be listening to people like me. I'm sorry, and I know it sounds super cocky, but you should only be listening to people that tell you, yes, you can. Okay? Because I listened to so many people that told me no, I couldn't for so long and tried to put me in their little stupid box. And it's stupid. You could live the life that you want to live, where you want to live. Yeah, you could just up and move. A year ago, we were in Texas. Y'all know me, and I still have properties in Texas, in Dallas, in the Dallas area, in Houston. And when we said we were moving to the Orlando area, that was one of my goals. I wanted to start doing the vacation rentals more. I had started getting a taste of it and seeing that I could make more money on my rental properties. Instead of doing long-term tenants, doing more Airbnbs, furnishing the properties, making them into vacation rentals, buying more properties that could be used as Airbnbs or vacation rentals, and how much more profitable that was for us. Those properties were making so much more money when I started even just trying it. I was making so much more money on my real estate doing Airbnb than I was doing long-term rental. So people told me, oh, you can't just up and leave. Oh, you can't just quit your job. Oh, you can't just... What? Yes, I can. Yes, I did. So, not bragging, but I have 3 properties in the same neighborhood. I literally, when I moved from Texas, moved into an Airbnb. I just moved my family into one of my Airbnbs until we could find somewhere for us to live. You can do whatever you want to do if you stay focused on your goal and you get rid of. And I'm telling you, this is when I say any goal, it's you. It's you. If you believe it, if you think it's possible for you, that is the number one thing. Okay? The number one thing. So you look up and you say, it's 2021. 2020 was kind of some weird stuff, but in 2021, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. Okay? So if in 2021, I tell you guys, legitimately, last year, we grossed over $2 million, and I have 6 businesses that I run. The primary business that I'm talking about when I'm referring to you guys, though, is the real estate. Okay, so the primary things that I do is my real estate. I have long-term tenants in some of my properties. I have Airbnbs are some of them where we furnish them, got the towels and the sheets and the knives and the forks, and you make it into an Airbnb. And, oh shoot, see, this is real. Look at this, my kid. All right, get back in the house. Sorry. And it's rainy out. It's like not great weather. Sorry. So that business, more than $2 million in the third year. Okay. First year was about 400,000. Second year, double that, nearly $1 million. And then last year, nearly 2 million. Like, I think we looked at the original numbers. It's like right under 2 million, like 1.9. Okay. And this all started when I said, I'm going for it. All right. I'm doing this. I tried the school thing. I tried going to college and getting these degrees and, working for these corporations. You guys know me. I've worked for Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Chase, Movement Mortgage. I was a mortgage banking person. Like I started off as a processor. I was an underwriter. I was a manager. I grew to VP. I was just like trying to climb this corporate ladder in the mortgage business. And although I was successful in accomplishing my goals, I didn't have any freedom. I didn't have my time freedom. When you work for someone else and you work in someone else's business, you're not going to own your time. You cannot own your time. You're trading your time for labor. And so I always knew in my mind, especially after I got my second degree, I was like, okay, I went and got a business degree. Like everybody told me I needed a business degree, and then I could I could get these great jobs if I have an MBA. So again, working full time, 3 kids, got a master's degree, got an MBA. Oh yeah, I made it now, right? No, I learned things, accounting and finance, and I did really well, graduate top 10% of my class, but they didn't teach me how to make money. They did not teach me how to make money. They did not teach me how to run my own business. I had to just get in there and start doing it myself, getting some different mentors that had their own businesses and following successful people. So the first thing when I say how to accomplish any goal, number 1 is the belief in yourself. So let's go back. Getting rid of those naysayers. That's still a number 1. I'm not even going to put that as a number 2 because that's a negative, like get rid of or stop listening to. I'm not even going to give you that as a rule. When I say you believe in you, you already know that includes getting rid of people that are negative or, going to talk negative about what you're doing. They're going to put you down. They're going to keep bringing up all of the things that could go wrong. They're telling you stuff that, although they may mean well, it's just not helpful for what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? So, belief in yourself. Number 2, if you have to find someone, you have to. And now, again, I'm not saying necessarily it's me. I love y'all to death. It may not be me. It may be someone in your neighborhood or some former manager, a mentor that has done what you are trying to do. Someone that can give you the game. Good God, I went to college. And why I'm saying it may not be at college, well, I'm telling you from my experience, why I was not any of my professors or anybody at my schools is because they're not rich. None of my professors were millionaires. None of my professors owned hundreds of properties and had net worths of millions coming in every single day. None of them had. So I had to find someone that has some of the stuff that I wanted. Like, I want to get money. I remember saying this to myself and writing this down. I want money every single day in my business. And I have that now. I do. And you can have that too. Every single day. Only time I don't get deposits is if the bank is closed, like with direct deposits. But you can sell your products and your services and your rental properties and your mentorship and your books or your podcasts and your speaking events or, the meetings that you do or the groups that I could really go on. And y'all hear me? Y'all like getting some ideas of all of the stuff that you could do. But you need to find someone that has been successful in what you're trying to be successful in and get some real plans from them. Again, you're not looking for them to tell you exactly what to do because no one's going to be able to tell you what you have to do. But they can kind of guide you and just kind of give you, like when I tell people, and I'm going to give you some free advice, when I say real estate, you want to get into a real estate business. The difference between what I did before that I would tell you to do now is business credit, which is why I'm always up here talking about business credit, because that was one of my mistakes, that I didn't get business credit as soon as I started my business. And now I have millions of dollars in business credit, and I'm able to just do so much more. I can get properties whenever I want to. I can, if I see a deal, I can just snatch it up because I have a line of credit, I have a credit card, I have a loan, I have money to go to wheel and deal. If I need to hire somebody, I have money. I don't have to wait till my revenues increase before I can add people. So getting that business credit, which is number 3, is going to unlock. So number 2, remember, number 1, you could do it. Believe in yourself. Number 2, finding someone that's been successful to kind of model after and kind of model some of the things. And I do mean model. I straight up have copied my mentor and some things, like how she told me to put my books together. I just copied what she told me. Like, oh, this is how you start the book. This is how the middle should be. And this is how the end should be. I just copied what she said. And then 3rd, like I said, is business credit. And I know that's a tangible thing that you all can start now, because business credit is going to make you know that you are a business. That's when people are going to treat you like you are a business. When you start actually setting your business up where you can access business credit cards and business lines of credit and business, all these business funds, now you're really a business. And you don't have to rely on your savings, mistake that I did, trying to use my own savings, trying to use my own personal credit cards, trying to use, money that I could gather together, or trying to, okay, I got a deal, and okay, so I got 5,000 or 10,000 from this deal. Now I got to hustle up and use it to get more letters, when I could have just had business credit cards, but I didn't know that then. So that's why I tell you guys that now, so you guys could move faster than I did. It took me basically 3 years to become a millionaire. When I say millionaire, I mean making more than $1 million a year, every year, in a business. But would you work on something for 3 years to have lots of properties and do what you want to do and a nanny for your kids? I'm sorry, I'm being real. My kid ran out here. The nanny came and got him. I was like, hey. And that's what you want. That's what you want. You do. So I am going to read some of y'all comments and start answering through. But those are like to accomplish any goal in business. Those 3 things. And then we can go on and on about journaling and affirmations and how you speak what you want and start changing your, some of those intangible things. I'll actually probably come up here next weekend and talk to you guys about that. And every weekend I'm just going to go live so that you guys could see where I am, what city I'm in, so you can see that this is real. This is not some Instagram life. I'm not up here selling anything. There's nothing for sale. When I came to YouTube, I love y'all so much. I tell y'all, I was rich when I showed up. I did not, because I didn't know you could just come to YouTube with nothing and to make money. I didn't even know about the YouTube money. I just turned 40, so it's not like I'm super old, but I didn't know that was a thing. So y'all that are younger than me, I'm telling y'all, like, kudos. Y'all could be rich now. Stop. Don't wait till you're in your 30s or your 40s. And if you're in your 50s and 60s, you can still do it. You can start now. So let me read some of y'all comments, give you guys some answers. I love y'all. Andrew, yes, strong black woman. Thank you, Marcus. Y'all are awesome. Okay, so let me read through some of y'all comments and answer some of these questions if I can do that. Sorry, I don't really know how to do this that well. I'm learning. I don't know if I'm a millennial. I think I'm Generation X. Anyway, okay. Yes, we are creators. Correct. Happy New Year's. Thank you. Happy New Year's to do. Shy Holly, Kamote Rogers. Happy New Year's to you. Okay, so Eric says, Noelle, I need your help and guidance with my business. Okay, so what's the question? Type your questions in here. Like Eric, you started typing a question. Type a question if you guys have any questions. So one says help. Kalisha Simpson says help. How can I start real estate without cash? Does it make sense to do a real estate course? So if you have no knowledge on how to do real estate, you're going to have to learn. So you're going to have to invest in yourself. I wouldn't say go out and spend $30,000 to learn real estate until you start learning some of it to see if it's something that interests you. Because I tell you guys real estate because you're going to do real estate at some point. Every single person, I know actors, singers, athletes that I work with now, they do real estate because it's still the number one way to wealth. It's a tangible asset that you can buy and you can monetize and cash flow. You can put tenants in it. You can sell them. You can flip them. There's so much you can do with real estate. Even when the market crashes, I tell you guys what to do. Don't just give your properties back and go into foreclosure and all that foolishness that we did in 2008 and 2009. So to answer your question, Miss Simpson, yeah, you're going to have to buy some type of course. I don't know if you have to buy it or if you should just start off with some free stuff and see, start taking some notes and see if this is something you want to do. Like I said, I give you guys for free how to start. And I've even given you a way where you can give properties to me and my company if you don't even know that this is something that you want to do. So say you know somebody, and I'll give you a quick example, because this is how I make money. Like I said, I'm not here selling you anything, but I'll tell you how I make money, and you can help me make money, and you make money too. Is if you found somebody that had a property, for example, and they were behind on the mortgage payments, or they were going through a divorce, or they were going through foreclosure, the house was falling apart or something like that, and they wanted to get rid of it, and they wanted to move out because they know they can't afford it, you can flip those properties to me and my company, and we will pay you for that. That's a referral, okay? And you can go to New Res, NUU, and oh no. Okay, sorry. That was crazy. It was frozen. It's raining and it's a lot of rain. Hopefully it's not too loud. I hope you guys can hear me really good. So, I wouldn't say spend your last dollar or your rent money on a course unless you know, yeah, this is really what I'm going to do, and I can do it. Because anything that you do, let me be really clear, because some of you guys are asking some really good questions. Let me be really clear. You can make $1 million in anything. I literally did not believe that and did not know that until now, and it is true. I know people that sell rocks, sell crystals, sing songs, write children's animation, do little silly shows on YouTube. You can make $1 million with anything if you make it a business, okay? And that's why I talk about the business credit, because I don't want you guys just doing things out here as a hobby. If you're going to do it, get paid to do it and make it into a business so that you can start creating the life that you want, okay? And you should be paid for anything that you do well. I firmly believe that, and I'll always say that. So, okay, let me read some more questions now that we're not frozen. And all right, so I got to go back because you guys asked so many questions. I'm trying to answer a bunch of them in like real fast. I won't take a long time to answer them. So, all right. Erica Allen, I just received American Express card offer for my business. Should I get it to establish my credit? Absolutely. Yes. Yes. If they approve you for a credit card, personal or business, get it, because you will need personal credit cards usually to get business credit cards. So start where you are. So yes, Erica. Dan Elise says, do you recommend paying Dun & Bradstreet that yearly $1K for business credit? No, I do not pay Dun & Bradstreet for anything. I paid them that $1,000. I ain't get ish. I don't tell anybody to until I hear somebody getting something from it. I'm sorry, Dun & Bradstreet might ban me or be mad at me, but I'm not going to tell you to buy their business builder thing until I see somebody get some results with it. Sorry. All right, keeping it moving. Oh gosh, I'm only 22 years old. Ashley says, I'm 22 years old. I messed up my credit with a few corrections already. How do I go about starting a business and building my credit? Same way. Ashley, I have a whole video. Just because you have bad credit doesn't mean you can't start a business. You're still going to get your LLC or your S Corp or your C Corp. You're going to get the EIN number, get the business phone number, get your website. Having bad credit is not going to stop you. Okay. I had bad credit when I started my business. All right. And that's okay. They don't stop you. How do I start in real estate without money? L. Westfield, I love you to death. You can start with wholesaling. You can start with Airbnb. You can start with sending Noelle and her company properties, and we will give you money for that. You can start bird dogging. There's lots of ways to get money while you're learning, okay? Can I buy a real estate class with a Groupon? Omara says, I don't actually know. Those are like real estate courses to be a real estate agent. I am not talking about being a real estate agent. When I'm talking to you guys, I'm talking more of like having a real estate business. I have my real estate license and I am an agent, but I don't work as a real estate agent. I'm not driving around people in cars and showing them houses. I do that a little bit with some referrals only. Just referrals only. I only take clients by referral only for my, like, to sell you a house, just because I'm past that. So it's up to you, honestly. Do I choose real estate for my business structure? Yes, you can, if that's what you're doing. I usually try to pick, though, Joanna, I usually don't put real estate, just put services, because that will open you up. Because you, baby, in the beginning, you might not be owning any real estate. You may just referring other people, other investors, their business. And that's not real estate, that's marketing. Okay, you're helping real estate investors find deals. You are helping them to market. You're helping them advertise and market for their business. So I usually try to put services as what my business does, especially in the beginning, so that I don't get locked in. And additionally, real estate is considered a high risk business. So I don't usually tell you guys to put your business as a real estate investment business, because they're going to just put you in a high risk category, and you don't need to be. Okay, especially in the beginning when you're just giving someone deals and getting money for that. Eric Ragland, how can I find an investor with bad credit and can I find investor with bad credit and business plan? Absolutely. Absolutely. Investors are all around. When I started flipping houses, okay, with a job, okay, so before I quit my job, millionaire, all this other stuff, let me tell you, at my job, I would get a few of my coworkers and we flipped houses. Okay, so investors could be at your job with you working, and then unfortunately some of them are still working. I'm done, I quit, I left, deuces. And so you could start with some of your coworkers if you think they're cool. I can't tell y'all that answer. You got to feel people out. I wish I could tell you that. I really don't know if you should deal with your coworkers when you're starting your outside business, because some of them are haters, and y'all know better. You know the person better than I do if you should tell them what you're doing on the side, because some of them would try to end your job, and you might need your job money while you're building your business. So it really depends. Some people, I work with my family. I love my family. Some of them get on my nerves, but I have partnered with my cousins and stuff like that. Some people can't mess with their cousins and their family. They feel like they're bad for them. So you find who works for you, and you don't need a lot of people, but you will if you have bad credit and all this other stuff going on. You're gonna need some help. I know you don't recommend listening to broke folks, but do you recommend working together with folks interested in the same thing? I have been sharing your videos with others to build a small group. Afra sings. I don't listen to broke people, but if they're like-minded, you know what I mean? And they're saying, okay, yeah, we broke now, but we not broke. We are future millionaires. We millionaires. We're doing our affirmations. We're practicing our stuff. Then yeah, you only know who you know. But I will tell you this. Once I decided that I wasn't going to mess with people that I knew, I started attracting new people to me. So more than anything, I suggest finding new people that are doing what you're doing. Maybe not people from who you're currently with, because those are already those current thoughts that you attracted to you, not your new thoughts of new type of people that you're attracting to you. So really depends. All right, D tries. Noelle, what's your advice on what to do with $600 stimulus check regarding investment? I love y'all. This is a good one. I probably have to make a whole video because we're already at 21 minutes, and me to talk about what you should do with your stimulus check. Because I want y'all to get those business stimulus. This is the thing why I'm like, I'm so angry that some people y'all know me and been listening to me. And if y'all had y'all LLC and y'all EIN number when all this COVID stuff, almost everybody I mess with got at least $18,000. I have people that got $40,000, $60,000, $100,000, and they had just started their business a few months before COVID hit. So the $600, use it to get whatever you need to get your business. Like I would use business license. I would invest in me. I would not pay a bill with it. I would invest it in me and start putting it towards what I was trying to do, whether it be a class, a course, because it's almost like found money. And I would use like the rent relief. I wouldn't pay my rent. If they gave me $600 and my rent was $1,200 and I have rent relief, I wouldn't pay my rent. I would use that $600 for whatever I was going to use, because I would use all of they gave me. If they give you rent relief, if they give you where you could skip payments without it affecting your credit, because that's what's offered now, guys. You can skip payments on your car and get mortgage payments. You can skip all these payments, credit card payments, without it messing up your credit because of COVID. So take advantage of that and use this time to build. So you are not in that situation again. I share this with y'all one more time, right? The business stimulus. So when people's like business stimulus question mark, that was a good question. Sorry. Who wrote that? Anita said business stimulus question mark. Yes, business stimulus. Pete, the payment protection loans, the EIDLs loans, those it stands for emergency injury disaster loan or whatever, EIDLs. They gave those out like crazy, and they have another round coming for business owners. So that's what I meant, the business stimulus. They gave businesses all the money. They gave all that money to the bank, and then us business owners get to go to the bank and they give it to us for our businesses. So that's what I'm saying, the business. You got to start establishing yourself so you can get way more money. Ooh, just got approved for Amazon $5,500 credit line. Congrats, y'all are doing so amazing. I'm actually reading this. Valerie Robinson, yes, hey Valerie. Yes, the EIDL. So look that up. Because if you have a business, you can access that. Even if you don't have employees, even if you're the only person, yes, you can. Do not listen to them. And if you need help, you can call my office. You guys know, I'm going to start wrapping up because a lot of y'all have so many great questions. You can call my office tomorrow, not today, it's Sunday. 888-479-4542. Okay? Oh my gosh, y'all are doing, I'm reading through y'all comments. Business loans over grants. I got the grant and the loan. Of course you want grants because that's money you don't have to pay back, but don't be afraid of a business loan. Don't. If they gave you $50,000 for your business and they said that you have to pay it back, okay. You don't have to give them $50,000 back in one lump. You got to give them like $500 a month or whatever. So you're making money in your business. So don't be afraid to borrow money for your business. Don't, because you're not going to be able to save enough to make a Microsoft or Apple or a Walmart. They borrow, all your big companies, they borrow money. So do not listen to even people that are literally telling you, like Dave Ramsey. I'm gonna go off on a quick tangent right here that tells you not to borrow money. The company that pays him, Viacom or whatever, they borrow money. So whatever. It's get the money that you can get for your business, because you know what you're gonna do with it, and believe in yourself. All right. So New Res, I'll explain that really quick. Someone asked me. New Res, we're a company. We're a real estate company. Okay. That's a real estate company that I established really so I could partner with people that were not millionaires. You know, I had already partnered and flipped houses with doctors and lawyers and people that did not need money, and Shark Tank stars and all this other stuff. So New Res was for me and people that could not do real estate per se. They don't have the time, they don't have the money, but they want to get into it and they want to start making some money. So we can help each other. I'm looking for more properties. I am creating a empire. Okay. I want to sell New Res for hundreds of millions of dollars, and we all benefit. All right. If you invest in the company though, but you don't have to have money to invest. If you want to just help us and send us properties to add to our value, because remember, the more properties that I own, control, and have cash flow from, the more my company, our company, New Res, is valued. So then when we go to sell the property, or if we go sell the company, or when we go public, New York Stock Exchange, we all benefit. Just the same way Airbnb did. It was a company they started 11 years ago, and they've created millionaires. And I want to do the same thing because I know how to, and I get that everybody's not going to be able to build a $1 billion company, but together we can. So that's what New Res is about. Check it out and submit us properties. And again, I'm not selling you anything. If you submit me a property, I'll pay you. That's simple. Nothing to it. No tricks, no gags. And that helps you learn how to start looking at properties. So I'm going to continue making videos so I can teach you how to find these people that are having property problems. I can teach you what the properties look like so that you guys can start sending me quality deals, and I can start paying you for them. And that just be that. And if there's other things that you want to do, so any property at this point, yes, condos, timeshares, apartments, houses. Now, do I want a property? And yes, send us all properties, because we've actually been able to take properties in Baltimore. People didn't think that were very good. People will still get them on Airbnb. You know, there's so many different things that we know how to do with real estate. Not every property is going to be able to be used for Airbnb, but every property you can make money off of. Okay, whether I have to fix it and flip it, whether I have to rehab it and put a tenant in there, I can make money off of property. So yes, any property. And if it's a property that doesn't meet what we're doing, we'll tell you why. Or I may flip it to another investor and still be able to make money off of it. So yeah, any property, any real estate. Okay. Yes. Real estate. All right. Having disabilities. Yes. Hotels. No, sorry. That was a good one. What about hotels? No, because they're already a hotel. And I'm not doing any hotels right now. So sorry, no hotels. I don't want to buy any hotels or motels, unless we can convert them. So we're looking into a motel that we were going to convert into an apartment, but the zoning, sometimes getting the zoning changed is just so problematic that it's hard. So, like that. All right, you guys are so awesome. If you wanted to invest in New Res, you would go to True Crowd. That's TRUCROWD, and you can see all. And again, you can invest there, and you could even start getting your own crowd fund. That's another thing that I wanted to teach you guys. I don't want you to think that you can't do what I'm doing, because you can. So, sorry, I'll answer this question. Y'all got so many questions. How many units in the apartment building? So we're not really doing anything more than 24 units, but I do have buyers that are buying over 100 units. So it may be something that we can make money off of. It just really depends. But most of your larger apartment complexes that have more than 100 units, I usually just use a real estate broker. That's usually harder for a civilian, you guys, to just find someone that wants to sell a 100-unit apartment building. That's probably not even, if you know somebody, definitely refer that to us, but that's not usually what you guys are able to find us. You guys are usually able to find us duplexes, triplexes, single-family homes, apartments, condos, timeshares, and we can monetize all of that. All right, so old housing projects, absolutely. Yep, True Crowd with no E. Say the name again, Gwen. Yeah, True Crowd, TRUCROWD. So True with no E, TRU Crowd. And you'll see other companies up there, and you'll also be able to see how you can make your own crowdfund when you get ready, if you wanted to do that as well. Do you specialize in distressed 24-unit buildings buying? It depends. I don't want to do any large rehab projects. We'll rehab every single unit. Okay. I will rehab every single unit, but usually, of course, if you have a 10 unit, some of them are occupied. So just send these properties, guys. Yes, yes. If it needs work, yes. That's why I've literally told you we have millions of dollars in lines of credit, because that's our renovation money. So yeah, and that adds value to the property. That's how we make so money, renovating it, fixing it up, and then monetizing it, the cash flow, and then selling it. So yes. Can't get EIN. Why can't you get your EIN? So right now the IRS website is down, but I think it comes back up tomorrow. It's just down for maintenance. You can go to irs.gov and get your EIN. The thought of, okay, Brandon is asking about the Nevada, Delaware thing. I'm not big into that. I've done that whole getting LLCs and holding companies in different states, but look, man, just pay your taxes, get the LLC in the state that you live in, and keep it moving. It's the easiest thing to do. I don't want to make this more complicated, because that's what takes people a long time to get started. Like, oh, go to Nevada and go to Delaware and do these extra things and pay these extra fees. And yeah, there's some benefits to it, but once you start making it really complicated, that's when it makes it harder for you. So I'm just going to tell you the easiest way to get things done, because done is better than perfect. Okay? Done is better than perfect. So you just keep moving forward in your business and staying after your real goal. Your real goal is not an EIN. Your goal is a money-making business. Your goal is getting an income-producing property, not getting Dun & Bradstreet numbers. So you just get it as fast as you can and keep it moving. How do you get your DUNS number? DNB.com. It's free, and don't pay them any money. It's absolutely free, but you got to have all your pieces in place. You got to have your LLC. You got to have, or your S Corp or C Corp. You have to have your EIN number already. You have to have a physical address for your business. You have to have that before you get your Dun & Bradstreet. I have a whole video on that. Look through my videos. I teach you exactly how to do that and give you the websites. I give y'all everything. Y'all know, like I said, that's the beauty of Noelle. I was rich when I came on the YouTube, so I didn't have to pretend to tell you stuff. I could just tell you go to Dun & Bradstreet, because I don't need money from Dun & Bradstreet. And I don't need you to pay me to tell you that. It's free. So, anywho, I love y'all. So, no, you do not have to be an LLC. That's why I say LLC, S Corp, C Corp. You pick which one is best for you. I am not a tax advisor, so I can't advise you on that, as I'm prohibited from doing that. But I usually, myself, when I started, I just did LLCs. Now I do a lot of the C Corps and the S Corps depending on how I want to do the taxation. But now it's different than when I first started. So when I first started, I just did LLCs, no series LLC. I didn't even get into that when I first started. You just do the simple thing to get going. All right, I love you. Thank you so much, Wayne. The photo shoot, I'm gonna put, oh, look at D. Trice. Okay, I'm gonna put some pictures from the photo shoot. You can see my hair, I had it done. But, it's rainy and I am black and I'm natural. So all my curls is gone. All right, y'all, I love y'all. I'm rough. I'll see y'all.